So I want to sacrifice here for a few minutes and explain here today that today we have experienced we have experienced a rain here in Qatar, Doha, and most of the people normally ask that does Middle East rain? Yeah, it happened. That is on winter season. Most of the time rains here happen just only on the winter season. It might happen at least 2 or 3 days, and when it comes, it always comes heavy rain. This is just the beginning of winter season. We are entering on the winter season and we're expecting more rains to come. And yeah, there's some of the things that you're supposed to know. For those people normally ask whether on winter season or in Middle East or in Gulf country or in the Qatar or Doha, whether it rains. It normally rains, but most on winter season. It normally starts at around on end of September or early October until end of January or February, at the beginning of February there. That's most of the time there's winter season around 4 months or something of the case. Yeah. So there are things that you're supposed to know here. Most of the time you find in the Middle East or in most of the places you find here, you cannot find rivers here. You cannot, this area is mostly surrounded by some of those water bodies here. So what they depends on here, the heat is it's very high, and evaporation is always high. So you find that it takes quite of 6 to 7 months for the cycle to happen again, and then winter to come up. Now, summer season, it takes long. It's the season that takes at least few months, take more than winter. You find that most of the places like in Kenya or other areas like Europe, other area like Canada or South America, you find that they experience maybe winter almost after every 3 months or even more than 3 months or so. Yeah, and they experience heavy rain, tropical rainfall, something of the case. But here you find that it happens just for a short time of period and then it disappears. Yeah. What happened most of the time here, you find that there is poor drainage. When there is heavy rainfall, you can't even like it, because there is poor drainage and this area is very flat. It's a plateau area. So most of the Middle East or most of the they're in a plateau area. So another thing that you cannot find here, I've said the river, I've said the lakes. Another thing is the mountain. Most of the time here you find that there's no mountain. You can't find a mountain in this area. So those are just a small hints on how it happens. We are looking forward, as we are very happy that winter is here and we cannot experience that expensive heat. Now there are those spots that can take place, like maybe now is a good time for you to enjoy. You can travel for a long distance, you can walk for a long distance. The weather now is very cool. You can extend your activity outside as you compare with the summer season. Summer season is very hot, you can't even like it. Yeah.